All right, if there are no other questions, one here from Alan.
This question is for Peter. In terms of the dig going today, the scooping going today, you mentioned that you will be able to look at the sample before it's dumped into the TIGA. Is that kind of a no or no-go situation? If you don't like what you see, would you possibly look for another sample, or is this basically what you're going to be dumping into the TIGA later this week?
That's exactly right. First thing, we want to make sure that we actually have a sample in the scoop before we go through the dump process. I think it's unlikely we wouldn't, but that was a concern as we were planning the characterization phase. The other thing is, you'd like to know that the material in the scoop has a lot of loose soil in it, because the TIGA mesh that you pour onto has 1 millimeter holes in it. So you have to have a lot of small loose material in there, and if it's all clumped together in big clods, that would not be a good sample, and we'd go back and get another one. So we're very careful not to irresponsibly use one of these oven cells, because they only can be used once, and we've only got 8 of them. So we're trying to be sure that the first one we get is a good one.
Sally, did you have another question in the front?
Yes, this is for Ashate. Can you talk, if I'm not mistaken, you've worked with the Mars Exploration Rovers?
That is correct.
Can you talk a little bit about the arm and how that has been different, or is it more challenging? Is it easier because this is a lander, even though it's longer? Can you just expound?
I think they're very similar. At the same time, they're very different. So you can think of the Spirit and Opportunity. The robotic arm is the size of my hand, and you can think about the Phoenix lander arm is very long and it's almost like a fishing rod, you know. So it does deflect a lot more than the Opportunity and Spirit arm. The other problem is that on this arm we don't have any contact switches. So on the Opportunity and Spirit, all the instruments do have contact switches. So when you contact the surface, you would know, you use the sensor to sense it. Here we have to sense the contact by looking at the torque of each of the joints. So we set some torque thresholds, and that's how we trip torques. And this arm is slightly designed for digging. It's not necessarily designed to do more in situ work like the Spirit and Opportunity robotic arms. So this is a 4-degree of freedom arm. That one is a 5-degree of freedom arm. So they are similar at the same time different, and they use the same actuators. But I think we command them the same. The underlying software basically is built on the Spirit and Opportunity arm. So they're very similar in that respect. The way we sequence the arm, the tools that we use to sequence the arm are the same. But it's in a different environment and in different tasks as well. So I think my answer is that they're the same but different.
All right, any other questions? Well, if not, please continue to monitor the website for new images from Mars, for mission updates, and for announcements of future press briefings. And until the next time, so long from Tucson.